Hello everyone, happy Friday. Today we're going to be doing a residential home, but I'm just using base game. And while this was not as hard as it was the first time I did a residential or lot in or using base game, but I feel that it's a bit trickier to make a different style because it's, at least to me, it feels very similar to the first house I built on a few videos back. I don't exactly remember how long ago it's been, but I feel like it looks outdated. I know base game is pretty outdated. There isn't much updates and new items as often, and considering the game is what, like 10, 11 years, maybe. How old? Well, The Sims 4 specifically. But I definitely felt that when I was looking through the build by catalog and finding items to obviously furnish the house. And one thing I want to say, I did also upload the home to the gallery unfurnished because I feel like, especially how I used to be, or how I used to play, I was just an interior designer. That was my approach to the game. I would just download houses from the lot or the gallery and then just, decorate myself. Yes, myself. And so I thought I'd do that with this. And I will probably be doing that to my future builds and just have the furnished version and then the empty home just so you guys can decorate. So, yeah. It kind of made me want to do different style of homes because I do these, I guess, suburban style homes are the type of homes that I've done using base game, and I kind of want to try doing something else, like maybe go for a modern approach, just see how that will look, especially given the limitations of base game, because I feel that this style, like suburban look, is probably the easiest to build using base game, but we'll see. With that being said, this was definitely easier to decorate than my first attempt at building using strictly base game, but I feel like I'm saying that a lot, base game, but yeah. So the interior, I felt it was much more bland than I would have liked. I really tried to decorate, but there's obviously limitations within the category, built by category, and I definitely felt that. I remember when I was trying to get in some plans and I was trying not to repeat plans, but there wasn't many different alternatives, so I couldn't really, trying to find a way around that, but I couldn't really, avoid that. But yeah, one thing I wish I would have done though, I feel like this house is very neutral and light, and I feel like that was a little because of how, I mean, it's nice and all, but I felt like trying to work in the interior was kind of hard because I wasn't sure if I should introduce like warmer tones and woods or would that be too much of a contrast, especially I want the interior and exterior to match or blend well, so I definitely tried that, but like I said, it's honestly felt like this video is pretty short. It's only 12 minutes, well, without the little visual tour at the end, but it's definitely easier building with just base game just because my options are limited, and sometimes with a lot of options I can get a little, not necessarily overwhelmed because I'm pretty familiar with the game and the items, but it's definitely made it easier for me to having to look through stuff. And I also wanted to do this pool design. I've been seeing it a lot, but I had never actually done it. So I thought this would be a good, place to try it. I wonder if I can, I was gonna say, I think, can I change the depth of the pool? I'm not sure. I was trying to there, but the only thing I was doing was messing with the foundation. And yeah, I mean, using one thing I want to say about using base game here with the stairs I'm working with, I really try to make it look as close to a like these kind of pools. The word is leaving my mind right now, but I really tried. And here I am like messing with the ladder. And one thing, like you'll see here, I put the ladder on the stairs. I player tested it and it worked. The sim went into the pool, but they couldn't get out. So I mean, I don't. Some people play that way in The Sims, but I just want it to be accessible. So you know, I had to get rid of that. So I don't know what that was. The problem was because they went in fine. Don't know why they couldn't get out. But yeah, but the ladder on the side, that is just a decorative piece. I tried to have my sim go and they just didn't. Well, actually, I hadn't tried to make them go in while the stairs still available. I may try without. If not, then it will be as you see here, but hopefully, we'll see. I'll have to try that out. But yeah, the exterior, I was gonna say, the outside, like, patio garden area or backyard was very simple. I kept it very, open, and again, I was limited with, what I can put, but I just feel like one thing I actually forgot was a grill. I'm pretty sure we have base game grills, don't we? I'll have to check. I originally wanted to have a grill right where the cans are. I moved the cans over to the back where that little corner is, and then I was gonna put a grill, but I forgot about that. That's the good thing about looking back at these. I always, remember what I do. I have to write that down. I need a grill. But yeah, I also wanted to do a greenhouse, but I, I don't think I furnished this shed either. Because at first it was gonna be a shed, then I was thinking maybe a greenhouse would be good. And I don't think I furnished it now I'm looking at it. I'm trying to imagine what it looks like inside, and I don't know. Because I only built this yesterday. This build I do remember, but yeah, I forgot to do that too. Well, if you guys download this lot without or download this lot unfurnished, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be empty. But if you guys do download this furnished, I will have to do that. Yeah, I don't think I completed it. But yeah. Also added a tree in the backyard. I don't think I showed that, but definitely felt like a big leafy tree, kind of like the ones behind the shed here. And yeah, just felt like some shade would be a good thing because it's a pretty sunny area. And yeah, the surrounding area does have lots of trees, so I decided to use the exterior plants and greenery. There's a word I'm looking for greenery. The exterior. There's a word, but I just can't think of it right now. It is also way too hot. I feel like that's another reason why I'm forgetting a lot of my words lately. I know I do that just on the daily, but the heat adds another obstacle for me. And remembering. I mean, it is crazy hot. Well, at least for me personally. I sweat a lot. So, I mean, at least I don't get nosebleeds. I used to get nosebleeds badly, but, get better. I grew up, just kidding. Well, I did, but I'm sorry, I'm a little delusional again with the heat, but yeah, I didn't finish this. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here I am finishing it. Never mind, I take that back. I did, or maybe we'll see. Yeah. So I guess okay, it didn't. I was gonna say I don't think I stuck with those, and I didn't. Yeah, I didn't finish it. Well, I'll get on that, and then I'll also add the grill. You take notes? Yeah, I didn't do that. Let's see. I also changed that. I didn't like the look of it just because I felt it was too deep into the home. It just felt, I don't know, just didn't really like the look. I ended up getting rid of that gate anyway, so the exterior flooring or sidewalk didn't really make sense. So yeah, I did. Oh, I stuttered very bad in there. end up adding trees. I guess I didn't show that, but you can see a little bit in the top, the bushes and flowers that I added. But yeah, here I'm just doing an office. Very simple. I feel like this was the easiest room to decorate. It just came along the quickest. The hardest was probably the living room, just because it was a long rectangle shape, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with that? But either way, I felt like while this is not the style I necessarily enjoy or like, I think I definitely, well, at least I hope I made it work and make it feel like it made sense. So hopefully that comes through. But yeah, again, here I am trying to introduce. This is where I started introducing more of the warmer tones and woods, just because everything was so light, and I felt like it's very hard to make, especially with the swatches. They don't match well. So that was a problem. But yeah, so I was definitely trying to play into that, because like you see here, the side tables and the bed, the headboard don't even match. So, and it wasn't even the right shade, because I wanted more of the tone that the stairs and the door have, but there wasn't many options of that. There's more of these, like this tone where it's very lighter, so I had to work with that. But all in all, I'm very happy with it, and yeah, it came along pretty well. Alright, the video's already almost over. We're gonna just watch me furnish all the upstairs bedroom and then the little music room. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed, and enjoy the little video tour of the build. Alright, bye. Take care.